going on, guys? Honda Technician here. Just coming out with a little update video on the Tekton 3/8 drive torque wrench. A couple months back I put out a video with just a quick first glance and what I thought about it and how it looked and unboxing it. And I did say I would make a video in a couple of months after I had a chance to actually use it. And I'm honestly happy to say that it's worked out really good. I torqued down drain plugs with it. I torqued down caliper brackets, a lot of different things I've tried using it for, and it's torqued down without any problems. Really easy, smooth when you go to swing it around. The click is very solid. Like you can feel the click. There's not doubt that it's not torqued down. I also did say I was going to compare it to the other three torque wrenches, well, to the other two torque wrenches, which was the Icon and the Snap-on torque wrench that I have, both 3/8 drive. And so far, from what I've noticed, they are pretty comparable. In three different scenarios, I torqued down something with the Snap-on, and then I checked it with the Icon and the Tekton, and they were the same torque. Then I would torque something with the Tekton and then check it with the Icon and the Snap-on, and it was right there where it should be. So for the price point, I think that it's a really good tool. It makes it really easy if you're just going from 80 foot-pounds down to like 30 foot-pounds and just turning the dial. So I think that's a really good thing there. Snap-on, I have my half-inch. This is what I use to torque down wheels and a lot of other things, and it's a really big time saver instead of sitting there with your crank style like this just to turn it. It takes a little bit of time, but with this it's pretty easy. It seems to be very accurate, and I highly recommend it. With the price point, you can't go wrong, like I said. And if you're starting out, instead of spending money on Snap-on, definitely would go with something like this instead. It's a little bit more budget friendly, and you're able to get a little bit out of it. And then when you get more into the trade and you want to spend money on tools, then I would go with a Snap-on one because it definitely has its perks. I mean, this one right here, it's an older model, but it does still do angles. You can convert it from foot-pounds to Newton meters, inch-pounds. So it's still really usable, and I mean, working on Hondas, sometimes they have inch-pounds and Newton meters and stuff like that, so it is really good along with angles. So I think that it's a pretty good buy. My recommendation to anyone that's out there that's new, that might be looking at this video, is start with something cheap. When I first started off, I bought a Harbor Freight toolbox for $200, and I bought a mechanics piece set from Harbor Freight, and that was all I needed other than getting an impact gun and a couple other miscellaneous things like some pliers and screwdrivers. But don't go out spending crazy money on tools. It's not worth it, especially if you're new at the trade. I know a lot of people that spend money on tools, and then 5 months later they're out of the trade and they have a $3,000 tool bill that they still have to pay off. So if it's me, I recommend doing something cheaper. Harbor Freight's gone a long way since the last time that since I was starting off. So I would go Harbor Freight or something comparable. Tekton's a really good brand. I've had a few different things from them that seems to be really decent. And then once you start breaking things and you notice that things are breaking more often, or if you have to ask someone for a tool, then you can go with something like Snap-on or something like that. I upgraded a lot of different tools over the years just because it was either breaking constantly or it just wasn't the quality that I liked of it. So I definitely recommend getting the Tekton. I recommend if you're new starting off, get something that's cheaper. Like I said, for the price point, you can't beat it, and I don't really see too many other torque wrenches out there that's like this. That's the beam style click torque wrench. So definitely think that it's a good buy. Thanks, guys.